So there's students in classes that are rather ungrateful to teachers who tend to be very lenient when it comes to due dates and homework. So, as an example, let's say you are given homework on Friday and it's due Monday. A nice portion of the class complains about it being due Monday despite having the two weekend days to do the homework as well as Friday night, the day that they're given it. And so the teacher doesn't want to put up with it, and so the teacher moves the due date to Tuesday, giving these students an extra day to do it, even though they didn't really need it. And yet, those students will still complain about having to do the work. And by no means am I telling people not to complain. It's not my place to do that. I complain myself. Yet, why would someone complain about something being due when it's pushed back several days for them to have more time to do it? Do they really just. I can understand not wanting to do it, but since it's kind of our job to, as a high school student, to do our work, to set us up for the real world where we're going to have to do work when we're told to do work, why would you complain when you're given more time to do it? That's not necessarily something that can happen in the real world. If your boss tells you they want something done by a certain day, complaining right to their face has a very good chance of getting you demoted or fired. Of course, we can't necessarily be fired from school unless we do something extremely stupid, but still, your students like that are setting themselves up for disaster, I feel. And of course, I could be completely wrong. However, I feel as though it's very stupid for a student to do this. I try not to do stuff like that, though I have made that mistake before. I am human. Yet, what? It's just rather annoying because the teacher sits there and the teacher pushes the date back for those students who complained, even though a rather surprising majority of the class was like, okay, we can do the work. Yet, they now have to sit there and continue to hear that those several ungrateful students complain for the rest of class. Even though there's probably like 25 minutes left, they could do a nice chunk of that paper in that time. Yet they choose not to. They choose to sit there and complain. And I believe that to be rather idiotic.